My name is Emils Smilga and I'm an Apprentice Engineer at Coveris in Boston. I have a part of the factory that I look after, and my job is to service those machines, fix any breakdowns that the machines may have, and on days where I might have had everything already taken care of, I would then assist my other engineers in whatever job they're partaking in. In the engineering one, we go to college 1 day a week, in which we would practice the different topics that the college have in the qualification that we're doing, and then the other 4 days in the week we spend at the workplace, like I said, doing your breakdowns, your planned maintenance, all that other sort of thing. And that spans over the course of 3 years, the college that course I'm doing specifically. Like I said, I'd obviously come in the morning, I'd establish what sort of things I need to do throughout the day, and if I go to do a job that normally I'd be competent in and I trust myself to do it, but then something else would come up, I would go and see, more often than not, the head engineer, because he's the most experienced, I'd trust him the most to give me the best advice on it. If the advice isn't enough to make me figure it out, I would request them to obviously come over and help me, but everyone's always happy to come over and help if I ever do need it. I like it. I don't have that much pressure on me all the time to get things done. I think people understand, obviously I'm an apprentice, they're not expecting me to be as good as anybody else there, but yeah, it's nice, I enjoy my job. I'm not really into the sitting in a classroom, taking notes and listening to people speak all day. I don't have the attention span for it, if I'm being completely honest, but I much prefer to be hands-on, doing things, as opposed to listening and then writing stuff down and that sort of thing. So I always thought that an apprenticeship would be the best thing for me to do. And I tried going into other places. I tried doing an electrical one, never really seemed to work out, and then this came up and I thought it'd be a good opportunity to take something like that up, and I did it and I love it. So when I left school, initially I didn't really know what I was going to do, as I'm sure a lot of other people my age at that time wouldn't know what to do. I did a few different courses at the college that we have in Boston. Didn't really end up enjoying any of them, and then I thought, right, I'm going to try and do something that, even if I don't necessarily enjoy it that much, I will do it. So I did the electrical course, which I thought, even if I don't enjoy it that much, there's a decent job in it at the end of it. And that's when I realised I do enjoy the hands-on stuff quite a lot. I mean, I enjoy things like PE and stuff at school, which isn't really hands-on, but anything physical, I've always gravitated towards that more than anything else. I think you need to be willing to learn, you need to be willing to listen to people, you need to understand that even though you might think you're in the right about something, these people have years and years of experience over you and they're going to be right over you. And just be willing to learn new things and try new things out, because you're probably going to be scared that you're going to mess something up and you're going to get shouted at or whatever the misconception may be, but that's not really the case. You should always try and do what someone asks you to do, and more often than not you'll find yourself to do it as opposed to not. I'd say just don't stress. You might feel like, because I'm sure there's people outside of school probably pressuring you into saying, oh, you should go into this or you should go into that or you need to find something, but there really isn't any rush whatsoever. I mean, I'm 21 now and I could still easily go a different path and I'd still be all right. There's no rush to find that job straight away. You've got all your life to do that. So don't feel like you need to panic about it all, because something will come along eventually and you'll end up really liking it. The flexibility, I would say, because one day, like I said, I might be doing the planned maintenance and that sort of thing, but then another day I might be on one of the bigger presses that we have and I'm doing something entirely different. And myself personally, I like to do something. I don't like the repetition of doing the same thing every day. It becomes boring to me, to be quite frank. So I like to do a variety of things, which the job is perfect for. I would definitely recommend it if you are the sort of person that enjoys the practical and hands-on side to a job. I think it's a much better way to gain experience in the field that you're looking into, because you get to do the theory side and you get to do a very large part in the actual practical side of the job. And I feel like the experience you gain from doing the two things is a lot more than you would get at a university, per se.